Hello my Geo Tracker friends. Thanks for joining in today. We're going to take a ride in the Geo Tracker in southeast Texas. This is the second day. They pretty much shut everything down here as far as being able to get your food. You can only drive through, and they're doing takeout. But this coronavirus is spreading like wildfire, and I hear that some people local, we already had one person die of this. They haven't said any names or anything or how or whatever, but this is getting real, man. It's been real, and it's just it's a shame that they don't have something for this already, something to treat it a little better, something to treat it faster, so that, because I hear it goes right to the lungs and pretty much just suffocates you, your airways where you can't breathe. And it's terrible, man. It's just terrible, terrible, terrible. So anyway, I have to get out in my car. I'm not going to get out of my car. I'm not going to stop. I'm not going to shake hands or do anything. So we're just going to cruise around and see how many people are out in the Big B, Beaumont, Texas, and see what's going on. There's people moving around. And just trying to get out. There's actually more people out than I thought there would be. But this is College Street. This is College Street, goes from one end of Beaumont from east to west. Actually turns into Highway 90, and it is a well-traveled road. Even through this section of College Street, there's a lot of traffic. Once you get out on 90, it comes down to 2 lanes, and it's not as busy. But like I say, there is people moving around today, and that's kind of nice. So anyway, I'm fixing to get out of here and get into a little neighborhood where it's smooth. And I actually want to drive on, I like staying in the west end, but I actually want to drive I'm sorry, I'm not paying attention. I guess, well, maybe it's just because I am paying attention, but anyway, I'm going to take us over here. I want to see what's going on this side of town over here. And I had my GoPro on the passenger window, and I'm sorry about the pops, but I think it was because my GoPro, every time I hit a bump, I think my GoPro was hitting the window and it was making a popping noise. So I'm not sure what the audio is going to be like on here, because I am hitting a lot of bumps. That's one thing about Beaumont that I'm really not happy with, other than the infrastructure really needs to be worked over. The roads are terrible here. Man, I love a nice smooth road to drive on. There's nothing better. Like, I can't imagine having a Corvette or Ferrari or something like that, of that nature, trying to drive around Beaumont, Texas, you know, because they set so low to the ground, for one thing. And so, but yeah, man, this is it's really scary. It's getting scary out there. There's so much uncertainty. There was no gold. I mentioned this in my last video. I purchased a little bit of gold. I like buying a little bit. I have a little bit of gold and silver, not much, but I like it as a just, you know, something to have, something tangible that's that holds its value. And I like fractional gold a lot. Fractional is really my favorite, because if you ever need a barter or anything, it's small enough, and if gold ever gets high enough, I think gold's like at 1,700 right now, and that's if you can find some an ounce. I think a quarter ounce is like, you know, somewhere around 440 or somewhere around that nature. But you know, if gold does go up a whole bunch, you know, if it's, let's just say, I heard that the mint's making some, and when it comes back out for the market, it's going to be around $2,100, and that's what, and that's, you know, what they're going to be paying for. That's not anything over spot, but so no telling what, you know, what they'll sell it over spot at. But you know, let's just say gold jumped up to, you know, let's just say you buy at 21. Let's just say in a few more weeks it goes up to, I don't know, you know, $3,000 an ounce, or $4,000, or $5,000, or $10,000 an ounce. Wow. You know, it's kind of weird, because, you know, the market, you can see the market, and we've seen leaps and bounds in that throughout history. We've seen it when President Trump got into office, how much the stock market went up, and we've lost half now. I've never really seen gold or silver, you know, make that kind of leaps and bounds, and it's like it needs its glory. You know, it needs its glory days. So who's to say? Nobody really knows. What I mean, what if gold went up to say $10,000 an ounce? If you've got 10 ounces, you're looking pretty good. You should be sitting pretty good. It'd be a good time to either set it on a little longer or flip it and make a nice return on that. But anyway, I'm trying to get on Dallin up here, because I want to go down Dallin. I want to see what the activity is over here on Dallin. And I want to try to stay away from all the bumps and whatnot. I can get on Dallin. It's pretty smooth up here. There is people moving around, and that's kind of neat. Not a whole bunch of people out. Maybe like a Sunday evening somewhere where people are kind of just meandering around. But I'm in my Geo Tracker, and I love this Geo Tracker. It's a 1995 4x4 Geo Tracker, and I plan on doing all kind of little neat things to it to trick it out, to make it look better. And I really wanted to get a paint job on it this summer. I'm gonna get it painted the same color, although I know the painter pretty well. We pretty much grew up together playing music, a lot of music together, and he's a guitar player as well. And I had my MGB. I had a 1980 MGB that he painted for me, practically painted it for me for free, and I helped him do the prep work on it, so he wouldn't have to, him and his guys, do all the work, and did an excellent job on it, man. I mean, it just looked brand new when he was done with it. But I want to see if he can paint it this original color, and being that we're friends, we might drink a beer together or whatever, and I'd like to add some, I'd like to add like a little metallic color to it, maybe a little metal flake in the paint, to see what that looks like with a little bit of metal flake in it. And he can probably, you know, shoot it on a piece of fender or a door or smash door or something he has hanging around the shop, and just to give me an idea, pretty much like a sample, an idea of what things are going to look like. And if I like it with some of the metal flake, I was thinking like a silver, a little bit of silver metal flake, and with this green, I don't know what color this is. It looks like a teal green to me. Maybe just with a huge touch of it in there. Man, I'm wondering what that'll look like, so I want to see what it looks like. And if it looks good, I'm going to get him to paint it. And I'm excited about getting this tracker really looking good. There's no rust on it. There's a little bit of surface rust up here, I noticed, where the roof, where the hard top comes on, I guess because water has set up there and didn't completely drain out, or maybe they had the hard top on a long time and didn't take it off. And but it's just surface rust. I mean, you can scratch it with 220 and it you know, goes down. But anyway, for now, I scratched it down, got it down a little bit, and put some Rust-Oleum paint on it to stop it from rusting. For temporary fix, I just did that. But there's really no rust on this car, and I love it, man. That's why I want to get it painted and get it prepped right and get it done right, because I do not want Bondo anywhere on this car, man. This is, you know, this car, there was 2 owners. I probably said it before in another one of my videos, but there was 2 owners who owned this car before me, the Tracker. The first owner lived in Oklahoma, and which was great. The second owner lived up near the lakes, up north of here, which is a pretty good ways from the ocean. So it had a really good life. It had a good life, and I can tell that they took care of it and didn't dog it or run it through ditches and swamps and everything else, because of what the underside looks like and the mileage on the car. So right now I have, and I've driven it back and forth to and fro everywhere, but I have 82,487 miles on it. It's a 1995 Geo Tracker, and I love this car. So we're on Dowling, and it's smooth, man. It's smooth riding, and I'm hoping the camera is in a better position today than where it was yesterday. And so I got my rocker cap on. I'm ready for the beach, and I'm ready to get a suntan. I'm ready for this coronavirus crap, excuse me, but that's what it is. It's just a bunch of mess. We're 2020, and they can't find something for this flu, stop people from dying. The hospitals don't have enough help. They don't have enough masks, really, for real. No, not enough respirators. It's just insane how we've helped out all these other countries. And I don't want to get on a rant here, but how we've helped them out on the trade system, where they're just, you know, doing great, man. You know, you drive down their streets, or, you know, I'm sure, and they're like slick as glass. There's no bumps in them. The infrastructure's top notch. And here we are, you know, no American jobs. I'll let you rest on that and think about that and see what you think, man. Everyone really has a right to be angry, and it's time we get our country back. And anybody that don't like it or like the rules, the way America was grown, they can just pick up. Don't let the door hit them in the ass on the way out. It's the way I look at it. And I hope if you're American and watching this, you feel the same freaking way. But anyway, it felt good to get that out, because I've been locked up in my house all day. And but man, I love it. It's just so this is Delaware, y'all. Delaware is a nice wealthy part of town here. And the people that are out right now are a lot of the landscapers and yard guys. I was a yard guy that just passed me. You can kind of tell the yard guys. But they're working. And I'm going to this is a little cool place. I have a friend that lives back here. I haven't seen him in a while, and I called him yesterday, and he did not pick up his phone. So I'm going to call him right now. We'll pull over and call him. It's 4:20, by the way. And so if any of you like that number, you know what to do with it. But I'm going to call my friend and see if he picks up. He didn't pick up yesterday. So let's see what he's up to. I did call him, so I should have him in my recent. There he is right there. I called him twice, actually. See if he picks up. Anyway, he lives down here in this beautiful townhome. And I don't know why he hasn't picked up. He's always been real good about answering his phone calls. Yeah, he's not picking up. So he has an elderly mom that he's been taking care of, and so he probably don't want any visitors or anybody just popping over. Yeah, well, somebody's parked out there. That might be the maid. Anyway, he lives in this house right here, which you can't see. Whenever I turn this corner, I'll show it to you. So he lives in this house directly behind me right here, with all the fig vine on the wall and whatnot. Anyway, he's probably in there taking care of mom, making sure nobody comes around. Anyway, I'll catch back up with him later. I actually landscaped this yard right here, y'all. I want to show you this. This yard was beautiful, and everything is grown in the copper tones and the azaleas. So I'm going to get a view for y'all. The star jasmine on the wall over there behind us right there. Can you see that yard? I don't know, maybe you can see it. I hope you can see it. But I landscaped that yard about and did the work on it. It actually made it in Home and Garden magazine, which I'm real proud of. Anyway, it's that house right there. And it turned out really, really, really pretty. They did a lot of photos of the courtyard in there, and there's a koi pond with a fountain and all kind of really cool stuff, and arbor in there and all that neat stuff. Anyway, that's whenever I was really into it and working hard to make a living and to make a name for myself. Now I'm really, past that. Freedom and my time is more valuable, and peace of mind than a bunch of money. But I do have some friends that are doing well, and they like to stay on that wheel. So let them stay on the wheel. But I'm not lazy by no means. I never have been lazy. I just like to pick and choose where I put my effort at. I don't know if that's because the way I was raised or whatever. But I like to call myself more of an artistic artist than anything. And that's why I really want to take the Geo Tracker and make it something really pretty. I'm into it, and I don't mind dabbling into being creative. I wish I knew more about auto mechanics, about how to fix the thing, because I would really like to tear down the motor. Oh, I wanted to mention this, you guys, if you're still hanging in there with me. I wanted to mention that I found where you can buy this motor in this vehicle for like $1,150 shipped to you. Now, I don't know if it's rebuilt or what. I didn't get all the specs on it. Excuse me. But a friend of mine actually showed it to me, and they'll ship it to you in a crate, on a crate. And it's like $1,150, somewhere around there, $1,100 something. But I thought, man, if I start having problems with this motor and they warranty it for a year or year and a half or however long they warranty it, it might not be a bad idea to go ahead and just buy the whole daggum motor and drop it in there, right? So that's something to look forward to. I need to get that number, and I'll share it with you guys. You guys text me, message me, and I'll see if I can't get that company or where it comes from. I don't know. Maybe you already know all about this, but either way, I would like to share that information with my Geo Tracker friends and YouTube friends, man. And by the way, if you haven't if you have not subscribed to my channel, please subscribe to my channel and share my videos, because my videos are going to be all pretty much about tricking out the tracker and encouraging others to do the same. And don't we all need encouragement? And I'm going to be showing different projects that I do on my Geo Tracker, and hope that you guys will join along and not be afraid to work on your tracker as well. So anyway, there is people moving around, and it's really kind of cool. It's kind of cool. Actually, I'm on Thomas Road right here, and people are out and about and doing their thing. That's kind of nice. See people moving around and doing things. See, there was another. I did several landscaping jobs on this street. I did a landscaping job over here, back in. I'm gonna pull in right here and let you see this house right here. I did this house, not the front, but the guy here in this house behind me at a wedding. He's a big attorney here in town, and he was putting on the wedding for his daughter, and a nice courtyard in the back that I pretty much landscaped around the back, and turned out really nice, beautiful. Everybody was happy. The wedding was great. But I did a bunch of landscaping jobs on this street, design work and whatnot. And like I say, I really consider myself more of an artist than ever a landscaper. So it's all about flow and tying in from one side to the other, and color and contrast, and there's a lot to it. There's a lot to it, and I see guys every day making mistakes that, you know, they think if they can just get a truck and a weed eater and a couple bags of mulch and throw it in the back, then, you know, they know placement and they know all about landscaping. But it's not that at all, man. And you have landscapers and you have artists, and there's a difference. And so anyway, I just want to say thank you guys for joining along on this ride, man. Stay in prayer, man, that you know, we get back in shape. America gets back in shape physically and mentally, and our health gets back to goodness and greatness on all you guys. I want to see every one of us prosper and do well at all we do. We're here only a short amount of time, and we don't need any plagues taking us all out, that's for sure. So like I say, if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do, and we will see you again.